was probably one of the best years of my life, to be honest.
It's definitely the best place in the winter to be preparing for a season.
Some of the best days of my cricket life, I think.
I look back on it now and really just think that I had a great time, learnt a lot. Back in 2001 it was in Adelaide under Rod Marsh, who was very tough, but really taught me what to expect when I got to the first class level, and his input was invaluable for me to get where I am now.
I think on a whole, if you look at the people that have gone through the Centre of Excellence and come out the other end, whether they're playing first class cricket or even for Australia, it's a pretty good turnover in the chances to play.
So we trained extremely hard, but we also built up a great camaraderie amongst each other throughout that year, and we improved our skills and probably our teammanship skills as well, being part of like a team, and it really helped us develop into good first class players.
The Centre of Excellence for me was the thing that really kick-started my cricket career. I was lucky enough to go there at the age that I did. I went there as a 15-year-old. At the time, I think I was the youngest person to ever be a full-time scholar at the academy. And you just trained 6 days a week, twice a day on becoming the best athlete, the best cricketer that you could possibly become, and the best person.
I think it's just polishes your game, and just make sure that no matter what level of sport you play or cricket, your basics have to be in order. And if you've got your basics in order and you train those properly, you're going a long way to being a successful cricketer.
The weather and all the facilities up at the COE are second to none, Look, I had a great time up there. I was able to learn a lot and take it into the next season, which was a big season for me.
At the end of the day, the Cricket Academy for me, as it was then, just sped up my learning processes so much and actually had me playing first class cricket at the age of 17. And if I hadn't have gone there, I honestly feel that I probably wouldn't have debuted as early as I did.
When you go to the Centre of Excellence, you actually learn about it. It's a lot more to life or to bowling than just running in and bowling fast. You've got to know where you're putting the ball. You have to know the reason why you're putting the ball there. You've got to work on different shapes of the ball, different ways to hold the ball. So it's almost like learning your trade again, but to increase your chances hopefully one day playing for Australia.
Meeting new people from all around Australia that pretty much are your age and trying to aspire to play cricket for Australia, and the friendships that I made out of that, and training with them and working hard and feeding off ideas was really good fun. And I've got friends from that class still, and we always talk about the good times that we had there.
Most favourite was doing all the outdoor stuff, with their fielding and batting and bowling. Least favourite was fitness testing and swimming at 6 a.m. in the morning.
The 6 a.m. Wednesday morning swimming sessions. coming from Tasmania, you can understand why. I think there's always been a bit of a joke around the Centre of Excellence that everyone that's gone there from Tassie hasn't been able to swim, so I was no different.
The early running sessions on Henley Beach at about 5:30 in the morning weren't too pleasant, but that was all part of it. To get where we wanted to be was, we had to do that sort of stuff, and by the end of it, you sort of enjoyed it and understood.
My advice to future scholars is to really enjoy it and embrace it. Train really hard. Try everything. Experience everything. But more importantly, I think really work on becoming a good team man. That's the difference between a lot of guys going on and making it and not going on and making it. The skill level amongst a lot of the good players is very similar, but it's how you are around the team. That you go on these long tours and sometimes it can be tough. And if you're good around the team, if you can be positive around the team and make some really great mates, then I think that holds you in great stead for not only in the tour but also for the rest of your life.
And now, I think in Australian cricket, probably in Australian sport, there are a lot more opportunities out there than there once were. And I'd just like to make sure that every young guy around Australia that's given any opportunity in the game grabs it with both hands and makes the most of it.
And it's a great place to really build yourself up to your dreams one day of playing hopefully for Australia. So any advice I can get is just to work hard and enjoy it and lap it all up.
It's about getting the best out of yourself and trying to become the best player that you can be.
It has been a great breeding ground for Australian cricketers over the years, and hopefully that continues. And I know with all the hard work that they're putting in there now and the coaches that they've got there now and the facility that they've got, more importantly, which is absolutely first class, that there's no doubt that future Australian players will keep coming through the Cricket Academy.